Start over.
Yeah, right. What am I supposed to say right there?
Your story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying. Okay. So, I've been thinking, alright, Hannah leaves this really long, sweet message, giving me the okay, and Courtney is like, you know, all my friends think you're going to do it, and I know eventually that I'll do it. So, I was like, well, I'm not going to ask him. Well, Dad. Okay. But I think I should maybe do a little practice and maybe lay the groundwork, you know? So, like, the last hour that we're there, Courtney finally goes inside to grab the last of her stuff. And I'm sitting out on the front porch with the dad. And we're both sitting there in the rocking chair. And there's this moment of silence, which happens a lot when you're sitting with her dad.
I don't know what it is.
He's not a talker.
He is and he isn't. It's very odd. I mostly get lectures and stuff, or just like information things, because he just can't carry a conversation with me, unless it's about sitting on the same grass.
And in my mind is all this thought. And I'm sure he's sitting there reading the magazine, specifically not thinking about me.
Trying hard not to.
So I decide, alright, let's do it. So I turn over to him, and I'm trying to be cool and calm about it all, right? You know? So in my mind, I'm going, oh, that's why I'm telling you the story. Well, I go, so I look over at him, and I go, you know, now that we actually have a home alone, and, you know, he's finally inside. And at this, I see him put down the magazine. And he doesn't bother to look over at me, but I can tell I have his attention. To which point, I think, oh God.
Did you ask him to?
Can you just hush and let me tell the story? What the heck are you doing jumping to the end? Alright, so I look over at him and I say, just want to let you know, Mr. Hatfield, that I think you've done an incredible job raising your daughter and making her into a beautiful, wonderful woman. To which point he says, well, I didn't have much hand in that because she moved away when she was 6 years old. And to which case I was responded, well, you still had some part in it, and I think you did a good job. And he, to which point he said, well, thank you. Now at this point, in my head, my next words are going to be, I just want you to know that I love your daughter and I respect her. And that was all I was going to say. But just before I could choke those words out, their little dog, Percy, decides to go on a barking fit and starts screaming up and down, looking for this imaginary skunk. And the man...
It was out there. I saw it.
And Mr. Hatfield, which either on purpose or subconsciously, at this moment, decides to jump up, blow off anything I might have wanted to say, and start chasing his dog around. Quiet, little person, quiet! Quiet, he's up there, he's up there! So, at this point, I've completely lost his attention. And I think in my head of the moment in Meet the Parents, where Ben Stiller is trying to choke up to De Niro that he wants to marry his daughter, and De Niro's doing something which I can't remember, but it's specifically not paying attention to his son. And I feel myself reliving this moment, and I decide to learn a lesson from my man Ben, so thank you. So instead of vomiting up a bunch of nonsense that's not going to be heard, I just sit there and quietly wait and realize I will not get a chance to say anything meaningful past this. I will now shut up. And after 5 minutes, Percy finally shuts up. Your dad sits back down. You come back out. And the moment passes. So there you go.
Were you actually going to work up the courage to maybe ask?
No. Laying groundwork. Pat knows all about foundation.